Well, hello, everybody in third grade. How are you? It's Mr. Renner again. Today, we're going to be going over just a little bit of vocabulary for this new week back in January 2021. And then we're going to be reading a really weird poem about a weird beach with black sand. Let's get started. All right. First of all, we're going to be reading, perhaps with your teacher later today, a story called Danger Sinkholes. That's going to have some 5 new vocabulary words in it. We remember sinkholes from way back, like a month ago before winter break, when we read a story about that huge hole that just appeared in the sidewalk. Well, here's another, this time I believe a nonfiction photo essay about some other sinkholes. Listen for these words: earthquake, landslide, demolish, alert, and repair. All right, alert is just exactly what this picture here looks like. It's to be careful or cautious about something because it might be dangerous. That's called being on alert, or having an alert go out, telling people to be cautious also. Demolish is just to destroy or break something. You could see it's usually used in construction to bring down an old building. Demolish just destroys something. Repair is to fix it, to put it back together again. 2 other words would be earthquake, which is a natural disaster where there's the ground actually shakes and rubs against each other. This to me looks like a sinkhole, but it probably is because of an earthquake. And then a landslide. If you could see this picture here, um, that is a picture of the whole side of a mountain coming down on top of something else, or just sliding down. Well, land that is at a higher area breaks away and tumbles down into a lower area, like the top of a hill breaking off and sliding to the bottom. If you've ever heard of an avalanche, that's with snow, but it's kind of the same thing. Landslides happen sometimes in Minnesota after it rains a lot, but it happens even more in places like California or Mexico or Ecuador. All right. And then I'd like everybody, go ahead and open your books to page 234. And we're going to be going to read a story called Black Sand Beach. Have you ever been to the beach? What color is the sand usually? A lot of times the beaches around here are sort of a tan or even a little bit of a brown color. I was at a beach in was that Acapulco? I can't remember where in Mexico, where the sand was white and clear. It was like crystal. Um, why do you think some beaches would actually have sand that was black, like looks like dirt? And we're going to listen for onomatopeia. Are there any words in here that sound like the thing that they're supposed to be? Words like splash sounds like water splashing. Words like buzz sounds like a bee. All right. So go ahead, get your books, open up to page 234, and we will get started. All right. And here we are on page 234. It says Black Sand Beach by John Andrews. I kick off my flip flops and feel the black sand, so hot on my feet and in my tanned hand. As the birds fly above, I hear their wings flap. Do they wonder how this beach became black? With each wave that crashes and smashes the shore, I think of volcanoes and Earth's fiery core. Look at how weird that sand looks. The tension was building. Magma pushed to the top. The pressure was great, and then suddenly, pop. Were the fish all alert when the lava poured down? Did they hear a soft fizzle as each ember drowned? The sizzling lava that cooled over time created this beach on which we recline. So it kind of gave you the answer there, didn't it? About how beaches can get black sand. It came from a nearby volcano. I've heard, although I've never actually seen it, that you can see some of these black sand beaches in Hawaii because there's a lot of, where is it? There it is. You can see a lot of volcanoes in Hawaii. All right. Did we see any onomatopoeia, or did we hear any onomatopoeia? I know the most obvious one would be the word pop, which is not on this page. It's on page 235. You can see it right here. And then suddenly pop. A pop sounds like a pop. And I think fizzle is supposed to be also kind of an onomatopoeia. There are other words. Let's see if you can find them. I think there are 3 other words in here that are onomatopoeia. What type of story is this? It says in the corner of the page if you need to find out. I keep switching tabs here. And here on your page on 234, it always says over here. There's where it says, so you can copy that down. And then what type? There really isn't a special type on this one. All right. Who is telling the story? Does the person who's actually there at the beach with the sand in his hand and the sand under his feet, is that person telling this poem? In that case, it's first person. Otherwise, it's usually third person. But in poems, you sometimes see that it's talking to you. You are actually at the beach. Onomatopoeia. These are words that represent a sound. Animal noises. Meow, moo, tweet, tweet. There are other examples of onomatopoeia or sound words. Look at all of those here. And then, I'm sorry. And then what are 2 other examples of onomatopoeia? You should find those examples yourself, okay? That's going to be your work for today. And I will see you tomorrow for another story. All right. Have a good day.